What's going on? Derail Rails Rants quick video, and we're going to get this out the way as fast as possible. So, all you little boys and girls, how to deal with bullies. You do not deal with bullies by saying, no, stop, leave me alone. No. Sometimes you have to deal with bullies accordingly. Sometimes, if someone is saying something to you and it makes you feel bad, sometimes you just going to have to suck that up and keep it moving. That's really not bullying. That's somebody being insecure about their own self and they're trying to reflect it on you. But when what really bullying is somebody going in your pockets, physically putting their hands on you, this, that, and the third. When telling a adult or a teacher doesn't work, sometimes you gonna have to use these. Sometimes you're gonna have to use this. This is what's called a fist. You have two of them. Almost every human being is born with two of these, and when they don't leave you alone, whether it's male or female, you have to take one of these and you have to put this on someone's face and hit them so they will understand to leave you alone. We have this media that has made a snowflake culture of people being all in their feelings about getting messed with. Look, let's get something straight. Throughout your whole entire life, people are A, not going to like you, B, not going to respect you, C, want to test you. And if people want to test you, you don't have to take part of the test unless they put their hands on you. You people, not you people, you kids out here are going to have to learn to take responsibility of your own lives even at a young age and start taking personal responsibility of people putting their hands on you, people trying to assault you. Now, all of this stuff with words have words are abstract. They have no, they're not they don't touch anybody. They only touch you if you let them touch you. It's just like a dog. If a dog sees you and you show fear, that dog is going to get aggressive with you and try to attack you. But if that dog sees that you really don't care about his presence, you're ignoring him, he is not a part, he is not changing your surrounding at all, that dog will go about his business because that dog doesn't know what kind of reaction you would give him. Same thing with the bullies, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people out here that are children that will say mean things to you, talk about your clothes, talk about how you look, talk about how you smell, talk about your teeth. Look, I get it. I was a kid at one time, and bullying was a thing. And it gets to a point where you're fed up and you have to fight back. Either you're going to have to learn how to, what we call snap, or what do they call it? We called it snapping. What they call it out here in the South, they call it jawing. You're gonna either have to learn how to jaw back or ignore people, go about your business. But when someone puts their hands on you, puts their hands in your pockets, takes something from you, you children are going to have to learn how to use one of these. And like I said, what this is a fist. Ball your fist up and hit somebody as hard as you can in their face. And if they beat you up, you got beat up. But I guarantee you, the person that bullied you, if you hit him in the face, he will be very hesitant to put his hands on you again. Now, you got social media out here, and these parents are looking at these videos about these kids having fights or getting jumped in school. This is what children do. You may not like it. You may think that your child is more special than everybody else's child, and they are. But this is their world. And with all of these snowflake parents out here that's saying, oh, you have to realize this, you snowflake parents, and this is to you. You cannot judge children. They're children. Children fight, children play, they pick on each other. And sometimes in my era, because people say, oh, times have changed. Times are not changed. You are just raising your kids in a wrong manner. A lot of these times, these kids that are bullied, so-called bullied or getting messed with in school, people talking about them, they're having fights with other students, this, that, and the third. 9 times out of 10, when these kids become adults, they'll be friends with the people that bullied them, and they're not going to think about it. But the way you're raising these kids right now, you have them in a situation where they just want to play victim and they don't want to be on the offensive. It's easy, and it's coming from a lot of single parent households, not saying male single parent households or female single parent households, but it's coming from a lot of single parent households. And then you got these shows on TV that are promoting depression and being bullied, and you go to these schools and they're sending things that they shouldn't be sending and talking about in school to children. Kids should be in school learning a curriculum, not learning about being bullied. Because at the end of the day, the people that should be talking about how to deal with somebody that's messing with you or a bully is the parents, not the school system, not the teachers, and not the curriculum. The teachers are there to teach a curriculum with math, English, science, social studies, and all other stuff. But as far as talking about bullies, that's really not their place. And these parents are not checking these teachers and the principals and the assistant principals with the curriculums that they are putting on your child, because they're making your child soft. You think a bully or somebody that's messing with you is going to stop when you tell them to stop? It don't work like that, Jack. It ain't work like that in the 70s. It ain't work like that in the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s. The only way it worked, you either somebody's talking about you, you ignore them. Somebody put their hands on you, you put your hands back on them. Somebody tries to take something from you, you stop them from taking something from you. And if you get into a fight and you get your ass whipped, it's all right. You're not going to win all your fights. But people will understand that, look, if I mess with him or her, they're not going to let me take stuff from them without me getting hit in the mouth or me getting hit in the stomach or me getting kicked in the face. That's how you deal with bullying. You're not putting these children in situations where they are self confident. You will push all these other agendas. You will even try and push drugs on your child for depression and this, that, and the third. But it's okay to tell them, like, look, people are not going to like you. If you get into a fight, you might not win. It's all right. You can be who you are without being judged, but don't worry about what other people say. And that type of talk is only being promoted when it comes to adults with this new social media age we're in. It's not being promoted with children. They want these children, and children are children, I understand that. But you have to insert certain things in children. You will insert all type of other sort of agendas that we're not going to talk about right now, but you know what I'm talking about. You will push all those agendas on children, but you will never push an agenda on a child on how to deal with a conflict the right way, because the way that they're talking about conflict resolution in schools right now is the wrong way, and it doesn't work, and it doesn't mend right in a real world application, because these little kids ain't going. You somebody push you and you say stop, don't do that, and you put your hand in their face. They're not worrying about your hand in their face. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. But when a bully pushes you or tries to take your lunch money or your lunch, this, that, and the third, or your coat, your jacket, your watch, your shoes, and you haul off and hit him in the face, I guarantee you, he will not try you again. Even if he daggone takes what he wants the first time, he's going to remember, I tried this dude or I tried this girl, and when I did, they hit me, and I don't want to get hit. And that's that, man. That's how you need to deal with bullying. If you think I'm wrong, I want to hear your suggestions or comments in the comment box, this, that, and the third. Again, like the channel, subscribe, share it. This is Rel Rants Reloaded. I am D-Rel, CEO, Travel Money International, and other brands on this YouTube channel and businesses in general that we'll talk about in a later subject. I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.